Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you from home live once again. And today I am here to talk about this person who has come to my attention, this what you call a ween. I'm here to verify personally that there was actual history with this individual. This guy is legitimate, not fake. But I will refer to him by his online alias. But anyway, it took me a whole lot of research and recollecting, but I remembered as much detail as possible about this guy. Anyway, I wrote down everything that I had typed up everything I have about what I remembered. So yeah, this guy was at Piedmont, Virginia Community College, Mr. Shadow Resident. I had taken his class in the spring semester of 2001. We were reading a bunch of short stories and critiquing them. I was very misunderstood on how to critique them, and I wrote off tangent in my assignments and in responses. The Mr. Resident kicked me out of his class, only for a settlement to happen later where I met with him in his office to finish the assignments with a better understanding on what the resource was, and it was strictly on the paperwork only. Nothing more than that happened. Anyway, so I do remember one story that we had worked on in that class, Tuesday's Child, which that was a short story about a child who got to spend one day a week with their father. Anyway, so I had to retake the course the following fall semester, but with a different professor. And I remember giving Mr. Resident kind of a mental word association relation to Dr. Robotnik, because his personality type was similar to that of him, and he kind of looked like him as well. But anyway, he banned me from his class back on April 15th, 2001, and he did approach me a year later. I had recognized his face, and it was still totally uncomfortable and bad blood between me and him. He did say, like, is this still a game to you? And I just looked away. I did not look at him at all, because I felt intimidated and all that. Anyway, so let's see, aside from that, so I'll tell y'all the short story about what happened that day. On April 15th, 2001, I entered the classroom like any other day, feeling neutral and well. Then Mr. Resident tells me to leave the classroom. I was not welcome into his class. I picked up my book bag and left. The door closed behind me, and I was very upset, and I did not know what to do with myself for the next hour or so. I went up the hallway to the part PVCC by the auditorium where they had all the long tables unfolded, and I cried and I cried and I cried with my arms folded and my head laying on my arms, and just anyway, I eventually, much later, pulled out a piece of paper. Then I wrote what I did on there. I returned to the now empty classroom shortly after the class had finished, and I left a note with his name on it on the desk. And I remember, and it took me a while to recall what I had written, but I think I did fairly well. I had written something like, "You made me cry. I will never forgive you." So, yeah, this Mr. Resident, I upon all the retrospect, I do owe you the apology, and I do humbly apologize for having written that note to you and causing you to fall mentally ill and go into all that you had gone through. But at least you ended up returning to PVCC later, as far as your record could tell. Anyway, so there you go, sir. There's your apology. I hope that was satisfactory enough for you. And I hope you have a good day and a good rest of your life. And that you are never trolled by anyone or doxed. So we'll just leave it at that. Thank you, everyone, for not doxing him, and have a good, safe day.